Although he is not a natural-born U.S. citizen, Uygur has announced his candidacy in the 2024 Democratic presidential primaries. Cenk Uygur was born in Turkey. He moved to the United States when he was about 8 years old. This person had a video on his YouTube channel, The Young Turks, where he says Cenk Uygur explains how case law supports his running as a naturalized citizen. I watched the video. I'll include a link to the video in the description, but all Anna Kasparian had to do was just reference the Constitution, and it broke his entire argument. And he's acting like this is just discrimination and this and that. And he criticized Arnold Schwarzenegger for not doing more on his end to try to run for president, even though he, wasn't qualified to run for president because he wasn't a natural-born citizen. In a recent video he did with Howard Stern, I'll also link to this video, he mentioned that, he thinks he would have been a great president, but despite all of what the United States has allowed him to do, the one thing they told him he can't do is run for president, and he respected that. So even though he thinks he would have been a great president, overall, it doesn't really matter because, he's not qualified to be president. That's just how life goes. And, yeah. I'm just blown away that Cenk Uygur announced he's running for president when he was born in Turkey. Understand that, for some people who go from living in a foreign country, born in a foreign country, move to the U.S., they end up becoming, people who have a much better outlook on the United States than I do, as someone who's lived in the U.S. my whole life, because they know what it's like to live in a shittier country. And sometimes those people end up being the most motivated to really make the best of their situation. But, that is the constitutional law that you can't run for president unless you were born in this country, and that's that. Just baffles me. I think this announcement might have been more exciting to me back when I was a liberal who was a big fan of the Young Turks, but as a 33-year-old man who left the left many years ago, I'd say around age 29 and 30 was when I just was really becoming disillusioned with the left. Late 20s, I'd say, really is when I started being disillusioned. By the time I was 30, I just was no longer identified as part of the left. And it's just, even then, I think I would have been kind of baffled would have been kind of baffled because of the fact that he's not a natural born citizen. He's literally not qualified to run for president. He believes that he'll win in some court case. But yeah, Cenk Uygur is not qualified to run for president.